Here we go.
232. The nays are 197. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. Congratulations.
So the House has impeached Donald Trump for the second time, but for the first time with Republicans, 10 Republicans crossing the aisle to vote for impeachment, including the number 3 Republican, Liz Cheney, the daughter of a former vice president, in an extraordinary moment, 1 week, almost to the hour, after rioters stormed the Capitol, leaving 5 dead.
The chair announces that pursuant to Section 3A of House Resolution 41, the House Resolution 40 is hereby adopted.
And dotting the I there, but again, as you note, Savannah, President Trump has been impeached again.
Clause 11 of Rule 1 in order in the order the following of the House of January 4th, 2021, of the following members of the House to the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence.
Let's bring it.
Mr. Schiff of California, Chair. Mr. Nunes of California.
So we'll continue to keep our eye on the floor, but the action now moves to the Senate. And there is some suspense, Chuck, as I bring you into this conversation into what exactly could happen there. Now, we know something of the when. We know it won't be before January 19th. The Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, has made that clear as of today. He is not going to use any mechanism to try to bring the Senate back in early. Chuck Schumer, the Democratic leader of the Senate, had been floating an idea to do that, but that is not going to happen. So we won't see the Senate in session until at least January 19th. But the question is, then what? How might a trial proceed? Will Republicans cross over to convict? Will enough to remove from office or ban President Trump from holding future federal office if he's already left? Because, of course, the other date to mark on your calendar, January 20th, which is the date that the new president is inaugurated.
Well, here's one thing I would say. Today's January 13th. The start of this trial is January 19th. We're going to learn a lot in 6 days. We're going to get more. Well, every hour we see more people charged. We learn more information about the plot from last week. There is more facts that are filled in. And ask yourself, how much more will we know on January 19th than we know today? That said, you never know what time does, right? What is that? What does time do? Does time calm the waters in the GOP? Does suddenly Lindsey Graham, who apparently is becoming the chief defender against impeachment for President Trump in the Senate, does he have some success finding, he needs at this point to find to sort of lock in approximately 35 Republicans to do this.
And don't forget the biggest X factor, Chuck, which is President Trump himself. I noted, I noted that President Trump making his first public appearance, his live public appearance yesterday on his way to Texas, his remarks were followed within just a matter of hours by Mitch McConnell, that report in the New York Times saying, maybe he's open to impeachment. And it's very notable. I mean, it's Washington. We read into things maybe when we shouldn't, but I thought that was very striking. Last week, Mitch McConnell said, you're not going to have any trial. Don't even think about it. And then within hours of the president saying, a lot of people think what I said and how I conducted myself on the day of the riot was totally appropriate. Within hours, Mitch McConnell with the shot across the bow. Hey, this isn't over.
Look, we're still trying to confirm all of that timing, but I'm with you. I thought the entire thing was It almost now in hindsight, especially Lindsey Graham traveling with the president yesterday, it almost looked like McConnell was like, OK, I'll give you to the end of the day to see if you can get some sort of contrition out of him. Didn't happen. Literally within minutes of him being wheels up from Texas back to D.C., there's that headline in the New York Times. I'm with you. Nothing in this town happens by accident. That is something you learn the longer you cover this place. But look, I think that it's the time issue is one unknown factor. But I'll tell you this. I know of a lot of polling that's being done about this. And I'll tell you, the Republican grassroots have not abandoned Donald Trump. And none of us know how that impacts some of these Republican senators, right? Are they going to be moved by polls or not? Are there 17 Republicans that are thinking the way it appears Mitch McConnell is thinking and going, you know what? OK, short-term politics, getting rid of impeachment might be a good idea. But long term, having Donald Trump around is not a good idea for the party. So maybe we take the long-term vote. And I'll tell you this, if Mitch McConnell is indeed a yes on impeachment, I promise you there are 16 other Republicans that will join with him.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.